Getting kicked into a well is the least of your worries.
G'day guys, how you going? I'm Fraze and it's time to step up your game. Today we're taking a look at your favourite Artisan of War, Pantheon. We'll start with Pantheon's passive, Aegis Protection. This ability is very powerful during the early game, while its strength scales off in the late game. For this reason you should be trading with your passive up as much as possible in the early stages of the game. As the passive can gain charges through auto attacks, it's very beneficial to focus on threading in auto attacks during fights. It's easy to spot when it's active, as small shields will orbit around Pantheon and his shield will be held out in front of him. Keep in mind your passive will block attacks from the tier 1 and tier 2 towers. This can allow for some very unexpected tower dives. Make sure you learn how to set up a triple block combo. Start by gaining 3 charges on your passive, using your W, and then waiting for your W to reset. Then engage your enemy and use the first block, then another ability, use the second block, then an auto attack and use the third block. Pantheon's Q, Spearshot. The main use of this ability is harassing your opponent in lane. Just be wary of your mana consumption. If you're in a difficult lane, using this to CS with can often be a better choice than harassing. After having leveled your E, keep in mind Spearshot will become a massive execute nuke, as the bonus damage can win you clutch skirmishes. Keep in mind the cast animation is quite short. When running away from someone, there is always the chance to kite and eventually turn for a kill. This strategy can be very effective as Pantheon shares the highest base movement speed in the game with Yi at 355. Pantheon's W, Aegis of Zionia. As this applies a stun, it's a perfect setup to land most of your Heartseeker strike. Keep in mind, as with most gap closers, Aegis of Zionia can be used to easily dodge skill shots, like a Cho'Gath Q. Don't forget you can use this ability on minions, allowing you to chase or escape an enemy by leaping to a jungle camp, so long as you have vision. Pantheon's E, Heartseeker Strike. An easy way to land this ability effectively and without the use of CC is to cast it at a champion who is about to come in for CS. You might also get a chance to use it from a brush on an unsuspecting face checker. Keep in mind, the passive crit this gives makes you deceptively powerful when fighting an enemy at low HP. This also means you'll be critting minions when you last hit them, making any lifesteal you have much more valuable. It's worth noting that this ability deals multiple instances of physical damage in a quick succession, meaning Black Cleaver is often a worthy pickup. Pantheon's Ultimate, Grand Skyfall. When placing your ultimate, you have to account for the channel time. Try to predict where everyone will be in 3.5 seconds. It's generally a good idea to aim your ulti behind your enemy as to make it more difficult for them to escape. As soon as you hit level 6, start looking for roaming opportunities. Using Grand Skyfall whenever it's off cooldown can easily snowball a game. If you see a good opportunity to ult bot lane, keep in mind casting the ult in these exact positions will prevent your enemy from seeing the landing circle. Remember, if you can't find good roaming opportunities, you can just use it on your own lane for extra pressure. If the situation changes after you start casting your ultimate, you can simply move your character to cancel it and reset the cooldown to 10 seconds, as well as gaining 2/3 of the mana cost. If you get into a bad situation and your enemy will not be able to CC you, you can easily use your ultimate to escape. Effective ability combos. As Pantheon needs to pull off combos very swiftly, I strongly suggest trying out smart casting as it allows you to QW a moving target at max range. Your typical harass combo is to start with a QW combo, then auto attack cancelling with your E, then finishing off with another Q. Your kill combo is basically the exact same, although using ignite if it's available. If you build a Tiamat or Hydra, it's best to use it in between your auto attack and Heartseeker Strike. So that's it for Pantheon. Leave a comment of which champion you'd like to see in my next guide. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to help step up your game, and click here to see some of my previous guides. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and learned something new. Have a good one. Cheers.